Freestyle the news!
Hey, yo, Wavy, where you at, nigga? Yes, sir.
You just wanna be famous. We just wanna be famous. Yeah, I'm the picture you paint with. They put my name on the table. Yeah, influences in the wild. Put your square on my profile. Like what you buy if I just smile. Pick a side and run your mouth. Tell them I say all the shit you like. Let's all just believe the hype. They tell me it's bad advice. You so mad you might subscribe. Hold up, I don't fuck with the wrong crowds. Everybody get called out. Don't you follow my podcast? I'm different like they all sound. Yo, everybody thinking they a maverick, fighting all the fascists even when they a fascist. Everyone a genius, everybody get gaslit. Backlash heavy, you probably just an asshole, right? Ally, but like half the time they all need a couple likes for the algorithm. Until the trend pass by when they can't commission. Pass an opportunity as wisdom. You just wanna be famous. We just wanna be famous. I'm the picture you paint with. They put my name on the table. Oh, world on fire. Take a selfie near the flame. 15 minutes isn't fame. That's insane, right? Start off with a channel, fuck around with your friends. Now the platform start to blow up and it's paying your rent. Now you got everything you wanted, it don't make any sense. Cause it didn't feel as if you made any dents. Yeah, up until it spirals, now you going viral. Trying to go and fight dudes, talking about the money and the hype too. Everybody popcorn, watching with their eyes glued. Winning millions of views, how many did your mind lose? Everybody new rabbit hole, show them how to get levels like QRT. Or your enemies watch your following get up. But finally you gon' mad about cutting them down and measure. All those people are the devil, time to teach them all the lessons. Your causes drown, people down. Now you got engagement and an angry crowd. QRT's double, let me cross that line. To make a product for that fucker from a diamond mine. Oh, you just wanna be famous. I'm every picture you paint with. They put my name on the table. Oh, world on fire. Take a selfie near the flame. 15 minutes isn't fame. That's insane. One more time, world on fire. Take a selfie near the flame. 15 minutes isn't fame. That's insane. Oh, too late. I started going to the gym again this week after like a 2-week hiatus, and it is the best decision I've ever made, and also the worst decision I have ever made. Oh my god. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching Freestyle the News. If you like what you heard, please steal a mercenary license for that like button and use it to blow up other bigger, giant mechanical like buttons in your quest to gain all of the things from Rubicon. I really like Armored Core. I just play, it's really fun. It's nice. Some very cool news before we get into the breakdown. Hey, I did the Spotify thing. Yay! It's been a long time coming, but all of the Freestyle the News episodes that have been on this channel and even a few from Phil's channel that we hadn't put up there are going on all streaming services on Monday. That is right. We've submitted it to DistroKid. It's out there in the ether. It took me forever to fucking render all of these things, and I am so sorry you had to wait. And from now on, we got my good friend who's gonna help me manage Too Soon crew and this DistroKid stuff to make sure that, hey, we're getting these releases out every single week as they come up. So right after this, go to Spotify or Apple Music or whatever you used to stream and add the fucking newest Freestyle the News album. And buy an Impact vinyl. It's almost out. Okay, but let's just jump into today's special report, and that is the influencer economy and performative activism. If you're on the internet, I'm sure you've seen the results of this, the way the culture war has kind of consumed all of social media, the way it's consumed our thoughts in the real world everywhere, the way everybody is polarized, the amount of backlash, the way like everybody just feels divided, the way it's taxing your mental health. And I'm sure you've felt that, like on the internet, it feels like most people just feel divided. There's constant polls like, oh man, Americans are more divided than ever. And honestly, it's because of this. Because through certain cultural markers, right, the influencer economy and the way it interacts with social media has hurt our mental health, our social health, our economic health, and generated a volatile mindset with short-term thinking in mind. Before I go into all of this, I've wanted to talk about it for a while. I need to preface this. There are causes and subjects within this thing that make a lot of sense morally, or that you may align with morally, that I align with morally. but we're not focusing on that. We're specifically focusing on the people and the culture around those things that ultimately undermines them and uses them as weapons in a culture war so people can kind of enrich their own brand. Again, we're not talking about the validity of whether something is good or bad. We're talking about the culture war and ego. And we're gonna start with how social media works and backlash campaigns. Everybody, regardless of who they are, if they're near a computer or anywhere, if you exist in this economy, you're in a demographic that people are marketing to. People separate everybody by age, gender, likes, dislikes, everything you click on, everything you buy, all of it's cataloged and built into a data set so marketers can effectively market to you and get you to buy more shit, or get you to watch more shit, or get you to go to more things. And one of the ways specifically that social media has been effective, because everybody's connected now, is backlash campaigns. I'm talking about review bombing. I'm talking about boycotting celebrities or boycotting companies or businesses. A lot of people like to call this stuff cancel culture, like, oh man, cancel culture has run amok. Except for the fact that this has been going on for the last century. Stay away from jazz and liquor. Rap music is fucking bad for the youth. Video games kill people. All of these are designed to push demographics who are scared or who need something to kind of make sense of where the chaos is to vote, buy, and follow people, giving them that comfort. Demonizing a demographic and then selling them a product is big business since the 80s. And obviously, just like you can demonize a demographic through racism, you can also demonize a demographic through progressive politics and positive change and things that we all should like agree on. Because you can build a stronghold of like, hey, I'm the good guy, right? I'm the good guy. You like me. I believe in all of these things. Capitalism is wrong, but also you should follow my podcast and buy all of the things that I tell you to buy. I'm not knocking anybody, but that's the way it works. And that brings me to the influencer economy, because that's where a lot of our issues are starting to pop up. We were talking about this years ago with like, oh man, everybody wants to be an influencer on Instagram. And we thought a lot of the wanting to be an Instagram model kind of subsided a little bit. No, it got worse. Throughout the last decade or even 2 decades, learned that through some intense moments like the George Floyd protests or the Me Too movement or the boycott Chick-fil-A campaigns or the Tea Party movement or any significant movement where a lot of people speak up, that the loudest, most aggressive voices get heard and have impact and get followers and now all of a sudden have a life just championing those causes. And people who are affected by those causes all of a sudden are like, well, I guess this is my option. And that is why you have things like dunking on other people through quote retweets, even though, by the way, that doesn't actually help the underlying cause, even when you're calling somebody out on fucking X. Writing think piece articles, just get people to read more articles instead of go out and actively participate in the dialogue and in changing of things. Look, again, I'm not saying roll over for fascists or ask like, please, Amy Coney, please don't fuck up our rights anymore. I'm talking about the difference between actively wanting to stop really bad things from happening because you want them to stop happening, and wanting to stop bad things from happening because you think it'll get you impact and a following. And that latter is real. The number one job that every kid wants to be when they grow up is an influencer. The number one job a lot of people want is influencer. That's why you see podcasts pop up. That's why you see hot takes pop up. That's why you see people going to 5 million versions of Twitter. When, by the way, just the concept of it's fucking dumb, dude. Why? That's why you see all these people being like, oh, I always knew this celebrity was bad. And how do I know this if I'm talking about this? Because I work in that industry. I worked as a social media manager for 10 years, and there are dirty tricks that social media managers know about this world. There are certain things when you see it on a Twitter feed or an Instagram feed or on a YouTube video, they elicit a response, they make you act a certain way, and those tactics are used to get people to follow others, to galvanize a market. A lot of people have absorbed these things and absorbed this pathway thinking like, okay, if I want to stop the racism that's going on against me, I have to do this. If I want to be like an artist who makes impact, then I have to dunk on this person, and then people will see my art and they'll see that I'm a significant person, and all of a sudden I'll have a platform. But it's actually the opposite. Most people will latch onto the dunk, ignore whatever you said, and then perpetuate the negative part instead of the positive thing that you're trying to change and undermine your whole point entirely. While motherfuckers who work in social media sell ads off of it. Every angry tweet that you click, every cause that you champion gives more data so that if I pay $10, I can run an ad that you will see that you may click on. And trust me, ads on Instagram and TikTok convert. That's why you get things like the People's Party or the black squares on profiles or all of these companies championing causes but then turning their back and being anti-union. That's why you see all these right-wing accounts pop up. Look, mental health-wise, we are all doubling and tripling and quadrupling down on rabbit holes. And it's all so that we just feel like we matter. You have to have influence. You have to have clout. And the clout is not like to feel like you're better than everybody else. Clout is to feel like you're someone in the first place. There are people who write Metacritic reviews, like large, if you go to Metacritic reviews, like some of the worst review bombs, like you'll see like a large like novel written out because those people want to be reviewers. They want to have impact. That's kind of what I'm saying. We have built the influencer economy. It happened. We're here. It is what runs this whole show. And all of the mental health that needed to be there to sustain that economy isn't. And so it's led to people who are generally subjugated or generally afraid for their country, for their race and gender identity, for whoever they are, being more and more terrified that they don't have a say in their own lives because they aren't in that influencer economy. As somebody who's worked in social media for 10 years, it doesn't put you in a box. It hands you the box and tells you to step in it. And it is within our power, and we have to teach it to move all the other boxes within reach of our box and put our other foot in those. And until we do that, this shit is gonna get worse. I don't know, man. I really wanted to talk about this. I think important causes and all that are great, but we have this whole other specter of the culture which is being fed by all the marketing around this shit. That's what's making all of this hard. Dealing with Elon Musk is one thing. Dealing with Elon Musk and the culture around quote retweets is a whole other ballgame. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. I hope I didn't ramble too much. We're going to be back on Sunday. I'm really excited for that episode. Go ahead and check out the Spotify and click that bell if you haven't, because then you'll know whenever we put up a video. Anyway, my name is Zaid, and I'll see y'all on Sunday. Let's go!